Well, Laurel, westbound lanes of 84 reopened about 3 hours ago, but the eastbound lanes are still closed between here and Troutdale and Cascade Locks. The snow and ice has turned to rain and runoff in the western end of the gorge, and with that, landslides. The biggest you can see from Sky 8, coming down a few miles west of Cascade Locks, across Old Historic Highway 30 and spilling onto I-84.
It's very wet with all the water we've been having in there, a lot of rocks, a lot of water coming down the hillsides in there.
Don Hamilton told us late Thursday morning that ODOT geologists needed to check that the slide area was stable. This is within the Eagle Creek fire zone from 4 years ago that left lots of loose debris behind.
They got to make sure there's not more material coming down the hill. They got to make sure that they're safe before we can get in there to clean the road.
And so the backup was on in Troutdale, with a lot of big rigs parked, waiting to get through. And there were other closures.
You can't get east from here. Everything's closed.
This was up on Old Highway 30 and Larch Mountain Road. There were slides downhill from here, and so ODOT and Oregon State Police were turning people back to keep them safe.
We've got several landslides on Historic 30, and so it's completely impassable. We've already had some emergency service vehicles get trapped. They go in looking for people, and then a slide happens behind them and they can't get back out, and so it's happening that quick.
Back along I-84, crews were able to get to cleanup Thursday afternoon, but ODOT was still unable to estimate when this section of interstate would reopen. There's no taking chances.
We had a deadly slide in here. A woman very sadly and tragically died in this area from a slide.
We were reminded today of a landslide in January of last year that came down in the same area and took the life of 50-year-old Jennifer Moore of Warrendale, who was trapped and buried in her car. So these slides are obviously very dangerous and they can get you. So important to check those weather alerts and emergency alerts and also trip check before you travel. Laurel?